Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a very interesting video for you guys, so let's get into it. So I just want to sit down and talk to you guys about a pretty controversial topic at the moment, which is the skincare community versus Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, I want to start off this video by saying my intentions with this video is not to attack anyone or for you guys to go and attack anyone. It's not to spread hate. It's not to do any of the sort. My intention is just to share my thoughts on the video that recently came out. I know a lot of skincare enthusiasts and experts have been commenting on this quite often at the moment, so I thought I might as well share my thoughts as well, and hopefully you guys can learn something from my thoughts here. And just, basically my point is to, if I can help anyone out there with some extra information, then that's definitely the whole point of this video. I'm not here to attack anyone or to hurt anyone. So just to give you a little backstory, if you're not super familiar with the situation, the skincare community has been quite outraged with a recent video that came out on Vogue's YouTube channel, which is Gwyneth Paltrow's Guide to Everyday Skincare and Wellness, Beauty Secrets, and things like that. I have seen the video on my own, as well as I've seen some opinions from my colleagues in the skincare community, and I definitely have my own thoughts on the video, so I'm here to share it with you all. If you're someone that wants to use clean products, then go for it. Definitely, if you would like to use products that you believe have more natural ingredients in it and less chemical ingredients, then that's totally up to you to do. I don't necessarily agree with that mentality. As someone who has done a lot of research and experience with different kinds of products, my opinion is that natural is not always better. Me personally, I suffer with a lot of eczema and very sensitive skin, so natural products tend to be very irritating to me personally. So in my opinion, natural products doesn't always mean that it's better for you. In fact, synthetic products are more tested in a lab, they go through more trials, and they're way more advanced as far as research. So technically, it's kind of like, in my opinion, I like to have a balance of both. Obviously, I don't like to use products that are toxic for my body, but at the same time, I'm not one to just use all natural products, and I don't look specifically for natural products or natural ingredients in my skincare. I will use a mixture of both. I'm not against one or the other, but I feel like the community of people that use natural products, I don't agree with the tactics that they use to promote their vendetta or to promote their motives. It seems like they use more of like a fear-mongering type of tactic to get everyone else on board with their natural products, and I just don't necessarily agree with that per se. That's not to say everyone out there does that, but it seems like there's a lot of people that have misinformation in the natural skincare community, and they kind of spread it out in the way to instill fear in others, and that is not okay with me. I'm not generalizing in regards to that. There's definitely people out there that are not like that. They just spread what they believe, and that's totally fine. Do you? But in this video, I feel like there's a lot of misinformation as far as for natural skincare products, and there's that sort of fear-mongering tactic, I feel, because in the video, Gwyneth Paltrow talks about how SPF has antifreeze in it, I believe, and that's ridiculous. It may have an ingredient that's similar to antifreeze, but you can't just generalize an ingredient and say, oh, this is antifreeze. It might be something that's used in an antifreeze, but it's not antifreeze. And also, it's not like you're using the same amount of that percentage of that ingredient that an antifreeze uses, you know? It's just kind of like that. I felt like that statement there was meant to instill fear into anyone who's watching, because then you see that and you're like, oh my god, my SPF has antifreeze? What is that? I'm cutting out SPF altogether. And that's not the case, and that's a fear-mongering tactic in my opinion. And I don't believe that that may have been the intention behind that phrase that she said. You know, I don't know her personally, obviously, but and she's someone that I like. I like her acting. I think that she's a beautiful woman, and definitely, I mean, she looks like a decent person. I don't know her personally, but I feel from what I've seen in her movies, she's a great actress. That's all I can say about her personally. But and so for that reason, I don't think that what she said was meant with the intention of instilling fear, but it definitely came across that way. I have an issue with that being said because I think that it's ludicrous to not use SPF because it has toxic chemicals in it and antifreeze. I'm mind blown. You can't just, I have so many thoughts. I'm trying to get all my thoughts together to like have them be organized, and everything is coming into my mind at once and it's all like bubbles up in my head. I guess starting off with the SPF issue, which seems to be like the biggest issue that the skincare community has at the moment with that video. I mean, if you want to use a mineral sunscreen, then go for a mineral sunscreen. If you want to use a chemical sunscreen, then go for a chemical sunscreen. I personally don't have an issue with either one. It really just depends on what you like for your skin. You know, I feel like do your own research and look up ingredients and see what you like in each ingredient and see which one works for you. I think that whole generalization of that most sunscreens have antifreeze in it is ridiculous. Listen. You need to do your own research. You need to research the ingredients and you need to see from where it comes from and what percentage of that ingredient is in the product. The way the product is designed is to have different percentages of different ingredients to come up with one product. So even though in an antifreeze you might have 50% of one ingredient, in your skincare it's probably only like 1%. 2%, not a whole lot. So it's kind of like you have to do your own research and see, you know, to what percentage is it actually damaging to your skin and what percentage is in your skincare. Usually those don't add up. I mean, usually what's in your skincare is minimal and what's in another maybe antifreeze ingredient is a whole lot. So I think that that's something that each person has to do on their own. And the way that she phrases it is just a little bit off-putting to me. Another issue that I found with that video is she does use an SPF in that video. However, she applies it just like a tiny amount, like here on the bridge of her nose and maybe a little bit around her hairline. And it's just like, what are you doing? But that's not an effective way of applying SPF. I mean, I understand that she may think that way because when the sun hits, you can see these shadows on your face, but that doesn't mean that the sun is not hitting every other part of your face. You know, the sun has visible rays and invisible rays. So you may see the rays and shadows hitting your face here and here, but there's invisible rays of the sun that are not visible to the human eye, hence the word invisible. So, and that's hitting everywhere on your face. I mean, I don't understand the logic of I'm only gonna apply SPF here because the sun only hits me here. Like the sun is going to be like, oh, let's dodge this part of her face and this part of her face. We're only going to hit her here. that doesn't make sense to me. The sun hits everywhere. I mean, unless you're wearing a hat that covers everything, or a mask that's covering this portion of your face, fine. But if you are just, you know, walking around with no protection, and you're only putting on SPF here and here, the sun is not going to be like, oh, let's you know, just dodge her whole entire face, you know. She applied SPF here. That means that we're good. That does not mean that you're good. You need to apply SPF everywhere, my friend. And I'm not going to talk about anyone's physical looks in this video. I feel like skin speaks for itself, and do what you will with that information. I'm not here to attack anyone's physical aspect or anyone's looks, but keep in mind that yes, Gwyneth Paltrow is a beautiful woman, but Gwyneth Paltrow has enough money to spend on cosmetic surgery. Not that I'm saying she does, but if she wanted to, she could. Cosmetic surgery, go to a facialist every single month if she'd like, an expert, spend hundreds of dollars on her skincare treatments that she may do every couple of months. I mean, you cannot base what she looks like on too much of what she says, because you don't know what she does behind the scenes. She's only portraying to you in a video what she likes and what she feels, but she doesn't talk about what she does behind the scenes. And to be honest, I feel if she goes to a facialist, I can assure you that they're not using 100% all natural products, because facialists don't do that. Most facialists don't do that. You know, me personally, I'm not one to just use natural products, and if someone were to ask me to use natural products only, I would say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. You know, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that she does a whole bunch of plastic surgery, that she has Botox. I personally don't know if she has all of that stuff done. She may have all of that stuff done, and I'm not judging her if she does. Do what you want to do, girl. But it's like, you're kind of like, I can't trust what you're saying 100% because you have not disclosed to me the full story, right? So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind when you watch that video. Also, an issue that I find with the video is that she uses her products, which she has formulated, and I mean, that's totally fine. Use your products if you like your products, but I felt like she was basically using the fear-mongering tactic that I mentioned earlier in a way to promote her own products, and that's unacceptable. You don't, just because you have your own brand doesn't mean that you have to, you know, instill fear in me to use your products. That doesn't fly with me. Another issue that I found is that she has makeup on in the video. I didn't get that part. She starts off the skin portion of the video with a full face of makeup on, and she's using an exfoliator, no cleanser, no anything, and I'm kind of like, this is misleading. First, because you're wearing makeup already. Why are you wearing makeup in a video that you're supposed to be showing me your skincare? And that's kind of very misleading. Aside from that, where's the cleanser? Girl just goes in with an exfoliator right then and there, and she says she uses that exfoliator every single day and it's a manual exfoliator. I found issue with that because you cannot use an exfoliator every single day. You guys, do not do that. I know that you probably look at Gwyneth Paltrow and you're like, wow, she's beautiful, I'm going to copy every single thing she does, but you do not have her genetics and you do not have her money. You cannot do that. Very unrealistic. You know how my face would be if I used a manual exfoliator every single day? I'd be dry to the bone and probably have a million breakouts. That's how I would be. And I'd also probably have crow's feet on my eyes within the next month because my skin would be so dry and irritated and cause maybe some extremely horrible hyperpigmentation. My skin would have looked aged 30 years within a couple of months. Don't. I'm gonna end this video by saying again, you guys, I'm not attacking anyone. I don't agree with the philosophies that she has mentioned in the video. So these are just my thoughts, my opinions. I'm not attacking anyone. Again, do your research. I've always intended to reiterate to everyone to do your own research. As much as I can recommend you guys to do, I will do so, but at the end of the day, I will always recommend you guys do your own research. Research your ingredients, test products, see what works for you. What works for one person is not gonna work for everyone out there. So just make sure, if there's anything that you take away from this video, it's don't take anyone's word as fact. Always do your own research and look up information for yourself. Alright you guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of my videos, and let's have an honest conversation in the comments as well. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this. Remember to remain respectful and to not, disrespect anyone. That's not what we're here for. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.